Hello fellow coffee botherers. In this video we're going to be simplifying home espresso, this time by explaining what it means to keep the dose consistent. In this video I talked about how to simplify home espresso making by widening the shot window and dialing in more by taste. And in this video I spoke about how to react to the way espresso tastes. And right now we're going to be explaining what it actually means to have a consistent dose. As I'm saying this, you're probably thinking that having a consistent dose simply means weighing the dose and ensuring the exact dose weight with each shot. And this is the problem. Most people misunderstand dose and think that it's weight that is important, and it isn't. It's volume that's important as far as extraction is concerned. Dose weight and dose volume are two related but different things. Dose weight obviously means the weight of ground coffee in the basket, and this is important for ratio, meaning that you need to know the weight of the dose so you know what ratio you're getting. For example, if you're aiming for a 1-to-2 shot, you know that from an 18-gram dose weight, you'll be aiming for a 36ml shot. Dose volume relates to how much space that coffee takes up in the basket, meaning the height of the coffee in the basket and therefore how much head space there is. Head space is a gap between the top of the puck of coffee and the shower screen above. If the volume is too high, there isn't enough head space, and this is what we refer to as overdosing, which can mess up the shot. So overdosing doesn't necessarily mean too much weight of coffee, it means too little headspace, which is down to too high a dose in volume, regardless of weight. Just to illustrate that, these two baskets have the same dose weight. They both have 18 grams, but look at the difference in volume, illustrated by how much the tamper is sticking out of the baskets. When a basket is given a weight range, for example 14 to 18 grams or 19 to 22 grams, this range is simply a guide to not overdosing the basket in terms of volume. If we underdose and end up with too big a headspace, this doesn't mess up the shot as such, but a different grind size will normally be required to properly extract if the headspace is smaller, and underdosing can lead to soggy pucks. So what's important where dose is concerned when it comes to dialing in is keeping the dose volume consistent, meaning the height of the puck. When we focus purely on dose weight, what happens is that the dose volume changes as we're dialing in, so we've got another variable in the mix. So what we need to do is to keep the dose volume consistent as we're adjusting the grind. How do we do this? If you use a Sage or Breville espresso machine, you can simply do this with the razor tool. This is what the razor tool is for. You simply grind, tamp, and then trim with the tool. If you have the Bambino, which doesn't come with the razor tool, you can buy these from Sage or Breville for under a tenner. If you have the Barista Express Impress, you don't need to worry about it. One of the great things about that machine is that it senses the dose volume. It guides you to getting the dose volume right, and then it remembers how long to grind for to achieve that volume each time. If you don't have a Sage espresso machine, it's just a case of experimenting to find the right dose volume. You can do this with a penny or more hygienically with a thin metal washer. Just put the coin or the washer on top of the coffee after tamping, lock the portafilter into the group, unlock it and aim for either a very light indentation or no indentation in the puck. If it ends up embedded into the coffee, the volume is too high, so that's overdosing. So once you've done that, just make note of where the tamper sits in relation to the rim of the basket once you have a dose which the coin or washer isn't getting embedded in when you lock the portafilter. If you like, put some masking tape on the side of the tamper so you can put a line on there, or just mark it with a strip of tape to give you a visual cue each time you tamp. Remember to take out the penny before making coffee, or you may be in for a shock. Then simply allow for the change to the volume that the grind adjustment is going to make. If you're adjusting the grind coarser, dose slightly less into the basket to account for the larger particle size, and dose slightly more into the basket if you're adjusting the grind finer. Just keeping dose volume in mind and not focusing purely on dose weight should make things easier as you're removing one of the variables. If you found this helpful, you might find the next video in this Simplifying Home Espresso series particularly helpful for simplifying dialing in, so make sure you're subscribed and allow notifications to see that when I've published it. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, why not click here to watch another one? And don't forget to click the like button. Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins and Buzz Aldrin couldn't get life insurance due to having slightly dangerous jobs. So they created their own life insurance policy by signing masses of autographs before the Apollo 11 launch, knowing that if they didn't make it back, this memorabilia would instantly increase in value. Smart. That doesn't have anything to do with clicking the like button, but click the like button if you've ever seen the moon. If you've enjoyed this video, why not click here to watch another one again? And don't forget, to become an official coffee botherer, you need to click this image around here somewhere of my face to subscribe. Tatty bye.